Pepas just to make sure that everything is working. And today I am not using my usual microphone because last time I checked the sound of the stream and it wasn't good. So I was thinking that maybe I'll do today without a microphone, and you please let me know whether you can hear me or if someone is here with us, with me and Don Peppers, because I'm starting my stream here in our corner where Don Peppers is with me. So I'm going to wait a little bit for people to come together, and then we'll start our stream. Yes, I'm against our window. Пипуся, Пепочка, Пипусечка, привет. Hello, hello, baby. Okay, Don Peppers is ready to greet you all. You please tell me how can we how can you hear me, whether you hear me well or not, or I need to do something with my audio setup. Okay, so anyone is there? Well, apparently YouTube is waiting until the time when it's going to be 12 p.m. an exact scheduled time. And yes, Sherry is saying that everyone can hear me. Can you hear Don Peppers? Pepusia, say hello. Pepetska, say hello. So Don Peppers is here. He is greeting you. And today is going to be a stream dedicated to the Russian Old New Year. Old New Year. So everyone, now you saw Don Peppers is here, and let's take time, and Jennifer Russell is here, and we are going to say hello first. And I'm going to get my phone so I could be able to read the chat. Well, for some reason my computer doesn't show that we are playing live. So if you ladies who are here and you are watching us from your mobile devices, so that's probably must be the case. So Don Peppers is here. Our weather is so weird today. I am wearing, of course, this sweatshirt. This is the appropriate time of the year to wear it, and I tagged it to the products. And if you want to have this sweatshirt, this is the best time of the year to have it. And Don Peppers is here. This is the best picture, and the best picture of Don Peppers when he is hard at work working on the content for Russian with Puma Messi. And today we are having a weather when the sun just came out. It was dark and gloomy, and we have rainy weather and on a chilly side, and that's why I am wearing this thing and this sweatshirt, which I really love. I am wearing it a lot right now whenever I'm jogging, I'm going to my ocean runs, and I love this. Airy hello, guten tag, guten tag. So we are getting here together. I see people. So Don Peppers, I'm going to leave him over here in the sunny spot. You know, he found his sunny spot, and we are going to move to my working place so we could start our conversation. Thank you so much for coming here to our stream, Russian with Puma Messi. And let's start serious. Okay, what's going on? My computer for some reason doesn't want to play my stream. And it's interesting. Why is it so? And let me go to so here I am live, and Okay, now we go. Now I can see myself, and I can see the um, chat and everyone here. You see, I still have my Christmas tree, my New Year's tree, and this tree is because today is the old Russian New Year, and of course I wish you happy New Year, happy old Russian New Year, and happy the whole year that is going to be ahead of us. And now I have my usual supporters and subscribers, and I want to say hello to you and express my huge gratitude to all of you for supporting the channel. And it's Sherry and Gardens All Around with your Kitty Lily, and Jennifer Russell is here, and Sherry Gardens All Around is again, second time, and Eric is here. So, and earlier I saw it, Karen was here. Hello, Karen Reed. And my Christmas tree, I wonder if anyone from you guys have the Christmas tree at home still. I don't know, you let me know in the comments. Maybe you still have your Christmas trees. So I would like December Jam just joined the party. Hello, December Jam. Hello, Gail. How are you doing? And stay as long as you can. We are happy to have you as long you are with us. And to begin with, I'd like to talk about the channel and where I am. You probably have noticed again that I'm totally not posting new content, and this is due to me taking a pause, like a creative pause, trying to rethink the direction where the channel I would like it to go, collect my thoughts, collect my vision, and lay the plans ahead how to better develop this channel. And so far I have no idea, but since we do have plenty of content and I can post the community posts trying to encourage you to revisit those videos that are already on the channel, that's probably is going to be continued practice. And especially I will be posting Don Pepas's shorts. I was thinking maybe just recording little updates from the household of the Dmitrievs, because I do watch their streams, not every Sunday, but I try to watch those streams, and sometimes I even participate in the translation in the chat, and sometimes I just stay in a silent mode, but more or less I am aware about the changes or about the new events that's taken place at the Sasha, Masha, Macy's, and Gerda's house, and I will be able to communicate those changes to you. And if you have any questions and you want to know something about Messi, that's I will be able to provide you the answers. And happy new year. And Deal H came here. Hello. And yeah, the tree, Sherry saying she still has the tree. That's wonderful. There is a Russian joke that the next huge holiday is 1st of May. May 1st used to be in the Soviet times, and like all people going outside to celebrate that holiday, and the wife telling husband, hey, aren't you crazy? People celebrating already May 1st and we still haven't Christmas tree, the New Year's tree. You probably should take it out. He said, well, I don't know. We kind of got used to it. Let it stay a little bit longer. But the fact is that sometimes those trees, they stay till March in Russian homes because, again, there is a reason for everything. Today is the eve of the old new year, the 13th of January, and the new year would come tomorrow on the 14th, but everything happens at the midnight, and people celebrate that, and especially when it falls on Saturday and next day is not working, people probably will celebrate. It's again warm company, family. You cook a wonderful hearty meal. It's a good time to re-watch the video where we cook solянка together. That's hearty meat soup, and we're making pelmenis. Pelmenis, they are wonderful for every occasion, especially for winter holidays events. And then in all times, because remember again, if you're going back to how did Russians end up having those two New Years? I mean, the entire world has only one New Year, but those Russians, they always have something different, and it comes twice a year, that New Year. It's due to change of the calendar, as we talked last time at our last stream, that the change of the calendar took in 1917, and that's how it just remained in the memory of in the people's memory to carry on these 2 weeks until everything happens. And before, well, again, if we're talking about strictly Russian New Year, it was September 1st, because when you are done with the harvest and all the fields are empty and you filled your barns with wheat and you're ready for winter and you have all the vegetables preserved and everything, and you're ready for the long winter, and that's your New Year. And then Peter the Great in 18th century, he brought this European tradition, saying now we are going to celebrate Russia like the Europe does, and we're going to place those trees in your homes. And also Russians were reluctant, like, oh, what is that? It's coming from Europe. We are not used to those type of holidays. But for 2 years, 3 years, 300 years, everyone got used to that tradition. And then when Russia decided to join the European calendar and the rest of the world, jump in 2 weeks, like living 2 weeks in the dust and time travel. Talking about time travel, people say, no, it doesn't exist. Look, the whole country, the huge country did it, jumped in 2 weeks period right away. And Jordi Hanners, hello, здравствуйте. Здравствуйте, so from Michigan, hello and welcome. Where was I? We were talking about time travel, fascinating topic. And yes, and that's how the 1st of January, January 1st, is the normal New Year, but those 2 weeks, they kind of stay in the memory, and actually it adds another holiday, is the Old New Year. And then we have the Epiphany on the 19th of January, where Christ as the baby was baptized, and everyone was jumping into the river Jordan. And Russia, of course, it's winter time, but Russian people managed to cut the holes in the ice in their rivers and the other bodies of water, and they jump into that icy cold water on the 19th of January. Lots and lots of videos. I encourage you to go through the YouTube videos saying that Epiphany in Russia, the 19th of January, how they jump into the ice holes. You'll be surprised. Even to look at that, it's very cold, but they do that, and that's how. So, and the Christmas tree is still in the house, the New Year's tree, because the old New Year, then the Epiphany you have to, and then maybe by the 27th of January it would be time to part with the tree. But for the month of January, the tree belongs in the house. I probably going to pack it down later today or this weekend, because it's a long weekend for me. 3 days weekend. We have the Martin Luther MLK day, Martin, gosh, Dr. King Day on Monday is going to be. And it's, of course, it's federal holiday, and schools and federal institutions don't work here in the United States. And so that's regarding the tree. those 2 weeks in people's memory, what what was it all about? And that was not very well settling, sitting with the Russian Orthodox Church, because it was all about fortune tellers. Because Russian peasants and Russian society that was cultivating land and feeding the country, they needed to know future about future harvest, and they've developed some traditional things. I don't know, the traditional fortune telling procedures, how to say whether the harvest is going to be rich or maybe famine is going to be upon them or something. So peasants did it in the villages one way. In the cities there was another way to do, and young girls normally were trying to find out who is going to be their prospective husband, because it was the main question back then. The girl is going to get married, and whether her fiance to be going to be gorgeous and cute or no, whether she's going to be happy or not. And young girls were trying to few procedures, very interesting. Some by the with the candles and mirrors, and you have to be by at the midnight or that New Year's night, New Year night, you in the room with your friends, girlfriends, and some older advisors, female, and you light the candles on each side of the mirror, and then you're trying to look into it. Or maybe sometimes you put a glass of water in front of the mirror and you're looking in the water, or you're looking in the mirror trying to find every shadow what you're going to see there. Actually, it was a test to your imagination. If you see somebody, if you saw some shadow there and it resembled someone you knew, and he was of a young age and a very good prospect for you as the possible husband material or future fiance, then the girl was saying, "Oh, I saw him." In the villages also, it was customary to throw a boot outside of your gate, and the first and people were, it was like caroling. That night was caroling. People were dressed in costumes, the Russian traditional costumes, and walking from house to house singing songs. And if they saw the boot outside, they normally asked a man in the caroling group to knock on the gate, and having that boot in hand. And if the young lady would open, young girl would open the door, and he is giving her that boot, that he might be an intended recipient of that boot, and he will be the um, fiance of that girl. So lots and lots of interesting things. And again, the Orthodox Church was very serious, saying that no, you cannot say, you cannot see the future, you cannot uh, tell the fortune of the for someone. So the Orthodox Church didn't like it. But those, like, you see clearly is from pagan times, and paganism, Russian Orthodox Church didn't welcome. But those traditions live in the memory of people. For example, I'm going to do tonight what I'm going to do. It's been already a few years. That's how people in the villages, they were predicting the harvest. But I'm going to see, I have a few wishes that I would like to know whether they're going to be real or not. And what I do every old New Year night, I take an onion, just pure but big onion. I cut it in half. Then I separate it in those half spheres, and it's normally 7 to 10 these spheres. And then you pour salt into each of them, half of them, and you even it. So, and the salt should be dry, normal salt, like you buy the Morton salt and you pour it over there. And then you place those cups of onions on the board, and under each cup of onion you place your wish. You write a wish on the piece of paper, you fold it, you place it under, so you have to have 7 wishes or 10 wishes, whatever, or at least 10 things that you would like to know whether it would come true or not. And you place it, so those onion cups you place on top of those papers, and you put it somewhere in the dark place where Pepas is not going to sniff on it that hard. And in the morning, thing in the morning, you're going to check the state of salt. So the salt in some of them goes wet and very hard. And in those where that salt hardened, it means that that wish comes true, will come true. And those which where the salt stays normal, that wish is not going to be, it's not going to come true. That's I do every year. And I don't know, whatever you believe, but my constant wish, like I'm going to win the lottery, never comes true. And that's why I stopped buying tickets, saying that, okay, I know this fortune teller, that onion told me I'm not going to win the lottery, so forget about it. I'm not going to buy a ticket. Okay, who is here? Let's see, Monica Mendes, hello, hello, and I have Jay found this card too. Tell hello, hello, how are you? And Pepas is welcoming you too. So wow, we are having wonderful company here, and Linda is here, and yes, yes, thank you so much. We are having 19 people watching it. Welcome all. Oh my god, my heater just came on. So if you hear that noise, please, I hope that you're still able to hear me talking with you. So that is our old new year, and I'm going, this is, my voice is still, I cannot recover, and especially now I'm working and I'm using my voice all the time. Really, that's also impedes my video productions, because the moment I sit down and I start projecting my voice how I'm supposed to, it just doesn't work, and it's not sustains me over the long period of times. This is that that mug that I don't like, but it's the only Don Peppers mug I have at this point. I hope you have better mugs. And again, for those of you who just joining, yes, I am wearing this sweatshirt with Don Peppers, and it's available to buy. And you know that there is a store, Don Peppers Russian with Puma Macy's store, and all these sweatshirts and other products are available. And by the way, if you still shopping, you're still shopping on Amazon, the link, my link, is available all the time for your shopping needs. So if you enter Amazon sites with my link, from my link, that really would be so cool, because right now I'm not even qualified for any payout, because it's like $9 there or something, but it's okay. Some of you do that, and I do appreciate that. What do we have? Okay. Uh, Jay saying I just came. Yes. Gosh, I am not going to read what you say. Also what I have here, my list of things to talk about. Bridget Jones from Australia, she wrote me many questions, and she kind of helped me to shape part of the stream, and I'm very grateful for that, because I keep forgetting some of you, because those of you who hang out at my streams, you are here with me since the channel's inception from 2 years ago. But some people, like Bridget, she just stumbled upon my channel accidentally, and people don't know much about what is the channel all about. And the channel is eventually how it started. I wanted to connect the English speaking audience who adore Puma Messi with the person who kind of could be interlocutor or the bridge between the English speaking and the Russian speaking hosts and the country of Russia where Messi lives. And that's how it all started. And I was thinking that along with that, I would introduce uh, people to some basics of the Russian language, and we can do things together. And that's how the channel started. We were doing words of the day, and we were doing basic grammar and the basic content that 400 files videos on the channel. They cover basic grammar and the most frequent words used by Sasha, Masha in the context of Messi. The playlist is organized that way that you, if you want to know the grammar is covered in one playlist. I believe we have 20 formal lessons of the grammar that cover basics. And Bridget said if I could introduce the numerals, and there is a pretty long video where I'm talking about all the numerals from 1 to 100. And from 1 to 10 we are counting balls, the soccer balls that Messi was given for his birthday. Then and then we count until 20, and then I'm explaining how after 20 you form the numerals, and then we're going through the tens: 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So all the way up to 100. And also I am making distinguish that Russian numerals sometimes have to agree with the nouns in gender. So I do have those videos, and I probably need to make a revision and start maybe featuring those on my community page. By the way, thank you so much that you reading the community posts and you are doing those quizzes. I really appreciate it because it's so much fun to prepare those quizzes for you, and it gives the views for the channel as well when you re-watch the video and when the quiz is based on the context of that video. And немного. Right now we have немного snow. Okay, that's very good. Немного, it's a little. Very good, Jay. So just a little bit of snow in Buffalo, right? And Jennifer Russell says, yes, we got snow and ice, but I'm on the east side of Michigan of lakes and didn't get a lot of snow. More ice than snow. Yeah, that what happens in our climate. More ice than snow. We had rain on and off throughout this week, and it's kind of 32, 35 degrees at night, and it doesn't go above 55 during the day. And that's why I'm telling you that this sweatshirt, it's really very nice. Now I'm having 3-day weekend, and I'm going to live in this sweatshirt, though it's super, it's large, the size large. So if those of you who want to see the size, how the size is, so this is large, and this is large, and it goes all the way with me. You can go all the way over here. So this is large. But if you wear it like this, and it's going to be very nice, very complimentary to your figure, and it's going to be very nice, and I love jogging on it. Okay, so what else? Karen is here again, and Mimi, my one black cat, is here. 80 degrees, Florida, of course, Florida. Oh, I moved it too close. Okay, yeah, Florida is always Florida. It's warm because that's where you live. You live in the sunny place. You live in tropics. That's your tropical paradise. We live in a moderate climate. We have it never hot, always comfortable. And yes, our ocean is cold this time of year, but still I run barefoot on the ocean all year round, and I love doing that. Okay, what time is it now? We are about 30 minutes into the stream. Don Pepas in his sunny spot, and continue with the channel organization, how it is. Yes, I've been thinking that maybe it should be more about Russian culture in general. Maybe it should be more about geography and literature and all everything that people don't know. Actually, I've got very good ideas from Val, one of our newer subscribers. Thank you so much. And all those comments and email that I'm getting, they're invaluable because some people apparently when they're watching videos from Messi and they see that lovely house there Dmitrievs live, and Messi goes to the department stores. To some it's still kind of interesting that Russia has those amenities, that Russia in the cities actually looks no worse than Canada or the United States, or in many cases, if they have modern construction, even better. Um, so, yes, maybe that cultural knowledge also is going to be appropriate. But the moment I'm sitting down doing something and then no, I don't like it. Again, Jay, I told you the last time you were not here at this stream, I said I recorded a video about me growing up in the Soviet Union, the times of the Soviet Union, and I just listened to it and I didn't like what I recorded because I don't have any. I grew up normal life, just in different country, but I don't know. And then if I'm going toward the area studies of culture oriented content, maybe I really need to think about the new name for the channel. And those are the things that are in my head, and the channel future, what I'm thinking about. And I I would suggest, I mean, I would probably not suggest, but request your help. What, because you've been with me, and you are the ones who I'm making doing videos for. And again, Val said that it would be very beneficial to talk about. Last time I talked about that sea that Sasha is referring to, that they live on the seashore, and that seashore turns out to be an artificial reservoir that was created by the building of the dam, and that dam actually has uh, generates a water resource for city of Volga. And the last stream, it was the Russian Christmas stream. Sasha and Masha, they kind of started talking about, reminiscing about how they got messy. And they said, wow, it wasn't that day at the end of the New Year's holidays, when all the salads being eaten, and everyone was just laying on the couch and so bored of doing nothing, and they decided to go to the neighboring city of Saransk. And Saransk, that petting zoo, and that's where the um, meeting where they met Messi. Messi was 9 months old cub, and they saw him and they fell in love, and that's how they met him. And then Sasha said they were talking, they were going through that period of time. First of all, what was the destiny that brought them to city of Saransk? And no one knows, but it turns out that it meant to be. And then Sasha was saying how he was bringing Messi back to his full health, how he learned to do injections, and how he was poking holes in poor Messi, and Messi understood that Sasha was doing him good and allowed him to do that. So, in spite of all the treatment that he received from the hands of Sasha, Messi continued to trust Sasha, and the bond was sealing and growing stronger and stronger. And that was an amazing thing. So that's again, and it was so interesting because back then when Sasha and Masha 5 years ago they started their YouTube channel, there are some people who from that time, but they gained so many new subscribers who heard that story for the first time. And that's why same applies to my channel. People just see saying, well, what are those videos? And people don't often go to the channel page, seeing the whole organization of all the videos, because when Sasha and Masha saying, hey, everything is in our on our channel, but they have almost 2,000 videos, and to go through those videos, but the channel organization is very wise, and there is always one the trailer or the card, the opening video for the channel that the channel owner chooses especially to introduce the channel to the new viewers. And that's how the story of Sasha, Masha, and Messi began. And why the city of Saransk and why Messi? And that is also an interesting story in itself. You all probably remember, and those who don't, Russia uh, was the host of the 2018 World Soccer Cup, and there were 5 cities that hosted the tournaments. Of course, Moscow, St. Petersburg, Volgograd, Rostov-on-Don, and Saransk. Saransk is the little city. I think it was just the opening matches were there, but it's a big deal because it's a little town deep in Russia, and they were very, very proud. And that's why when they had their mountain lion giving birth in 2016 to 3 cubs, they decided to name them in honor of the world soccer player, and they called them Messi, Neymar, and Ronaldo, I believe. And the 2 others, they changed their names because one even turned out to be a girl, the sister, and Messi's sister, but Messi remained Messi, and now we know that that name just so fits so well with Messi, and the entire world learned to know him as Messi, and now we can't even imagine that that beautiful poon could be anything else but Messi. And yes, so they've been talking about all that time, thinking back how life goes, and those people who were with them from the very beginning saying, oh yes, we remember your first videos from the little apartment when you brought in Messi, and you're thanking Sasha and Masha for nursing Messi back to full health and to being him the way he is right now. And also we know that Messi has a problem with one of his tooth, lower tooth. It's his fang over here, I believe. And they keep waiting for the doctors from the Wild Nature Hospital. They're so busy, those doctors. They're staying with the Tiger House, and I mean, they're visiting them quite often because the Tiger House, they're now in St. Petersburg, and they have lots of patients that require urgent care, and the doctors are so busy, and they're saying that Messi probably will get a visit from them maybe mid-January, but it's already mid-January, so they have Messi on their radar, but when it's going to come true, maybe by the end of this month, maybe in February. But again, it doesn't bother Messi, and we will see how the events unfold. Let me read your questions. Um, Jason, we would love to hear about your normal life growing in a different country. Okay, okay, so let's see. Karen is saying having a wolf is dangerous and maybe illegal. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, some kind of conversation going in the chat. And yes, in the United States, there is a law you can't legally have a wild animal in the house or to have a pet. And in Russia, also, they adopted the law. Again, Sasha was saying since they had this New Year's stream and the last week it was the Christmas stream, they said that they moved into the house 4 years ago on the New Year's Eve because 4 years ago it was 2020, I believe 2019 they moved into the house December 31st because in 2020 the law came to force that if you have the all the pre-existing those pets who were already wild animals who were already in care of the owners, they couldn't be returned to the wild or somewhere else, but you have to comply with the new norms. It means that you have to have the enclosure this big, you have to have that much land, you have to have that the accommodation that were described in detail in the document. And he said that that's why partially that's why they were buying that house, and that's why they moved there on December 31st to be in full compliance with the new law. Now, starting in 2020, you cannot officially, legally have a wild animal in Russia as well. Neither, neither. So, and it's fun, and we all envious, and we envy, at least I envy Sasha for being privileged to hug Messi. I told you 1,000 times also that story. When I first discovered Messi and that family, and I saw how Sasha was hugging him and Masha was hugging him, and I came to Don Pepas and I said, why you are not as large as Messi? Because there is nothing to hug. There is nothing to, you're so little. I can, where, what's there to hug? I can just pick you up and then you're fighting for your existence saying, let me down, let me down, let me down. That on purpose. So yes, but at the same time we also know how much work that is and how what a commitment that is to have such a pet and such an animal, and responsibility, of course. Even with my cat, with Don Peppers, I travel is almost out of the question because I always have to find someone to stay with Peppers in the house, and that's why I don't go anywhere very often. And I don't have this there. Okay, Jay is asking a question. Let's talk stats of the channel, statistics. The channel literally doesn't grow. The viewership, the viewing hours down all the time. Some new subscribers, when they come, they say, wow, such a wonderful content, we wonder why you have so little subscribers. I also don't know, and this is another contributing factor that I I feel like I am building road to nowhere because I worked so hard. I poured my soul into it and it didn't give me any results. But also, no one promised those results to me, and those were my expectations. And as I say, all frustrations and all disappointments come out of the high expectations. And if you tie yourself up to that roller coaster game, or no views, no hours, no nothing, that's probably not going to serve you very well. But It would be nice to have more subscribers, and that's why I'm also taking a creative pause, trying to rethink the direction and where to go, because I'm consulting with someone. They saying that yes, that's the road where you have to go, toward the country knowledge, more toward that than to stay on the Russian language solely. And especially, I told you that I've kind of delivered all the basic knowledge, and it's all there. And those videos, as they call them, evergreen. And those, like Bridget, if you she says, then I happily stumbled on your site, please, about the contents of cats, because she found Messi, and long time ago they tried to do some videos in English, and then it didn't work out, and then she came back and she said, oh my god, they speak Russian, I don't understand. But then she found my channel, saying, oh, now I understand that they're still alive and well. And she also wants to learn some Russian, because she has some heritage, Soviet heritage, because her parents were from Latvia, from Latvian descent. And I'm telling that all that whole huge history of the Soviet Union, people do speak Russian, or they at least they have traces of Russian in their brain. And since Russian is kind of thought-provoking, um, well, every language is thought provoking, but I don't know. Something has to be within you to make you want to learn or understand Russian. For some of you, it's messy and their life together in the family. For some of you, your heritage. For some of you, it's just out of curiosity. Why not? And those all those factors combining, they bring you to some Russian based content. And for that, I welcome you. And that's why I wish I had more subscribers. That's why I'm trying to think that those language learners, they probably, I don't know, we need to, I, I would like to cater to wider community, and that may be where the country information would go. I don't know, but you see, again, I cannot just ride on Macy's fame. I feel it's not completely fair. And then Don Pepas is saying I'm also becoming a rising star of the internet. Kidding. So yes, I do lots of searching, and that's why please don't judge me too hard if you don't see videos from me posted every week. The most I can do at this point to post shorts where Don Pepas speaks some Russian with me, and do the quizzes, and rewatch, ask you to rewatch the older videos from the channel. And where we are time wise, it's okay, we are 45 minutes into the stream. Do you have any questions for me? We used to have to practice hiding under our desk. Yeah, I know. You're that old. I didn't really kidding. Yeah, that's living in constant fear. Oh, we were not in the Soviet Union. We were not living in fear, because for some reason no one told us that America wanted to kill us, and we lived good happy life. It's only at the end in the 80s when the race started to become out of hand, and all those Star Wars and all those nuclear missiles of middle range and everything, and where the Brezhnev started meeting with Carter, and later presidents, and then Gorbachev, of course, came, and Reagan, and the disarmament started, and that was kind of hope of humanity. But looking back, I don't want to go to the politics, but I believe that back then the Soviet Union and the United States counterbalanced each other, and the world was a little bit in safer hands. Now look what we are having. Again, I am not going to analyze the global politics right now. But the times that we are living right now, they're very, very um, concerning for most of people because it's just, yeah. Do you, yeah, private lessons, Jordi? I don't know. I mean, if write an email to me, we can arrange something if you serious about. I appreciate your messages to me in Russian. Those are very cool and very very nice. And if you want to have one on one, write me an email. I'll see what we can do. And yes, Don Pepas can fly, I know that. And you saw him flying from the refrigerator more than once. And they say to, Linda, I can see what you're saying. They say to, I can see what's going on here. On the community tab, if you don't have videos, if I don't post videos, yeah, I know that I'm on my way to be demonetized. That's why I'm saying that at least the live sessions, the streams, they will keep the channel within the requirements for the YouTube. But also I'm posting my shorts, and I'm almost ready to post a long format as well. So I'll try to stay within the requirements of YouTube. Trying to, I don't know, probably I will get demonetized in a year or so, or I'll keep you posted because again, okay, Linda, now I can probably read this. So they say to post on the community tab if you don't have videos. And yes, that's what I'm doing. So I'm trying to keep the channel alive by communicating with you, by answering every single comment, by talking with you and having these streams. And I told you earlier that the streams, it's kind of nerve-wracking, and at the same time it's not that difficult, and that counts by YouTube as the content, and it's a long one, and then I get some watch time from this type of the content. Also, there is a donate button. If someone could push that button, it also works. And channel donations, and if you feel generous, and it would always be appreciated as well. And for speak Russian with me. Okay, Jay, it's interesting. Speaking Russian with a Russian girl or speak Russian with me. That sounds good. You see, it's again, it's not only speak Russian. It's like all things Russian with Lillian, all things Russian, or and then when they come, they will be greeted with Macy's face for so yeah, but those are good ideas, really very good ideas. More live streams if able, Sherry is saying. Yes, yes, yes. And yeah, the balance of everything is very, very good, important. And what I'm saying that yes, I'm back to full-time working, and by the time I'm done with my job and I'm home, when I started this channel, I was doing videos every night. After work, I was going upstairs to my studio preparing the videos. But the qualities of those videos, remember how I started, they were not so good. But I was able to make that religiously every night, every night. That's how I was building my inventory of videos. And also um I was so excited about having channel, about having few new subscribers, about a possibility to talk with you, to talk about things that again, at the beginning I wasn't even thinking about talking about myself. It was all about my service to Macy, Sasha, and Masha and their channel, saying that okay, here is, because who am I? I'm just a talking head. Because um why would people want to know about me? I am just there because, and I still am, so I'm extremely grateful that I am here on the YouTube because of Messi, because I thought of that idea, because I wasn't shy and I reached out to Sasha and Masha, saying that here I am able to help you, and are you willing to accept my help? And that the stars aligned and everything came together. But now 2 years later, and I see I had two explosive growth days on my channel. It's only when Sasha and Masha posted their appeals to their community, saying, hey, our friend Lillian needs more watch hours and support. And those were two drives in the subscription, when I had like 1,500 people come one day, and the first one, it was about 600 people came, and that's how I got to the 3,000. Right now, if I get 5 or 6 new subscribers a week, then I have about 3 to 4 unsubscribed, so it's just standing right there. And the watch hours, I don't even look there. My monetization, I got the first check, it was 3 months ago. It was my first $100 from the Google, and now my second hundred, I'm only $24, and it sits there already for like 3 months. And sometimes I have 1 cent a day earning. Sometimes I have 5 cents, and when I have my stream, I have whole 25, a quarter. I earn like quarter, and again, it would take me some time. The YouTube pays in the chunks of 100 when you achieve the threshold of 100. And I don't know, it's still ways and ways to go till my next 100. And for that, I really need to rethink the strategy. And that's why I'm walking and I'm thinking about my channel. I am driving and I'm thinking about my channel. I am thinking maybe I really have to invest some money into hiring a coach, or should I just trust an artificial intelligence tool analyzing my channel. I have lots and lots of things, and my other two channels, they stay dormant right now because I can't even touch those at all, because this channel has always been my priority, and my other two channels just neglected totally the cooking together, and it's time to speak English. Yeah, I abandoned those channels. So that's why I have so many things on my plate. I'm thinking about this, continuing being a YouTuber, or maybe to quit it altogether and let it sit dormant for quite some time until my next attempt at retirement. I have no clue. Okay, so you should use parts of the lesson to create long form content. Yes, Linda, and this is the good idea. Probably I should talk about I did that with Matryoshka doll. I did that with Don Pepa's story when I brought him from Costa Rica. So I have two things made out of the long streams. And yes, when I'm talking more about something interesting, like that reservoir body of water in Penza, maybe that also should make to the long form. And Jay, your comment is very wonderful, that I will give a private lesson only if you a young single successful guy. That's a valid statement. But no kidding. But thank you for, guys, it's so wonderful. I mean, it's I'm hanging out with you. See, I'm smiling. My muscles over here already hurting because the entire hour I've been smiling, talking with you because you are with me in my living room. Don Pepas is sleeping and he's saying, "Oh, whatever. I don't care about your stream," but you are. That's so cool. And uh, Mr. Patchworth, hello. Yes, big money, absolutely. Have you tried doing 4 shorts videos a day? Four? No, I only did 1 short a day. I did when I was doing the alphabet, Russian alphabet. So if you don't know or you haven't noticed, I have the entire Russian alphabet in shorts, and that is the time when I was doing the short a day, and that was based on Macy's content. Maybe I need to redo that based on Don Peppa's content right now and making him meowing those letters out loud. Maybe that's going to be also a good idea. But again, if you're talking about the YouTube influencers, they're saying that shorts kind of turn to something different because they're no longer the subscription driver. They really kind of don't do anything for the new subscribers, and they change the attitude toward shorts from the consumption point of view of the content. It's dropped down and it's totally different, and that's why it's cool maybe to watch, but they stopped playing that pivotal role as they started to begin with. And thank you so much, Jennifer. She said that she loves my cooking channel. Yeah, I'm also playing with my diets right now. I'm doing like alternate day fasting or the carnivore or something. That's why cooking for me at this point is not very feasible because sometimes when I was cooking, I had my fast day. And like, gosh, that's so torturous to cook for the channel when you don't eat, and that's another story to talk about. And Eric, hello, thank you so much also that you love my cooking channel. Yeah, and I have there about 36 videos, and they of course will be sitting there. I also was like, okay, maybe I should have tea with Lillian in the kitchen at that channel, but 3 channels honestly is very hard, especially when you're working full time. And as I said at the beginning, when I was building up the content, I was doing after work, and it was very exhausting. And I was able to keep that pace, and longer lessons were, my weekends were dedicated to the longer lessons, and I could last a year like that. And then I got tired, and then I retired and started doing it full time, and that's why I opened other channels, started other channels. And then when you're doing full time but you don't see any rewards, and then where it drives you crazy and saying, oh my god, it's not supporting me the way I envisioned. But who to blame? Is you to blame, no one else, because you're wonderful and you are subscribed and you supported me to the best of your ability. It's just that I am not having enough subscribers. That's a different story. And that's why, again, no one promised anything to me, my expectations. And that's why I had to go back to work. And now I have less time. But I have more time to think, since now I am more experienced and I have this 2 year YouTuber, 2 years YouTuber experience under my belt. So, yeah, I talked a lot about everything, and I solicited your opinion, and I felt your support, and I hope that this Saturday is going to be wonderful for you. I have sunshine, so it's the perfect time for me to go to the beach to run barefoot, and just to shake off all those thoughts and get ready for my old New Year celebration. Make sure that I have that onion to tell to one of the wishes should come true. I'm not telling you those wishes because you're not supposed to tell that. Okay, Linda is saying have a visual to show us how to write a few letters. That's very good. I also am considering to learn a new streaming program where I will be able to write. So I have my image over here, I have a board over here, I could type, I could write. For right now, I don't know. I'm looking at OBS Studio to work with that. I'm serious about streaming maybe a little bit more often, like Sasha and Masha doing it every week. We'll see. So yeah, I'm learning new tricks though I'm not a young dog. Okay, and 26 people at the moment. Okay, yes, thank you so much. Thank you. I am amazing storyteller and cook as well. Sherry, thank you. Thank you. And Mimi, I do mean. Okay, yeah, you miss my cooking shows. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. And my shorts don't come into. Okay, so then Jay, go to the homepage of my channel and go to all the shorts and watch that the way. Your shorts come my feed, and I know everything about V8 engines now. Okay, everyone check that your notification bell is turned on. Yes, it's very, very important. And please, if you know someone who might be interested in Messi, share this channel with everyone. And it has been such a wonderful stream. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to let you go and attend your usual normal chores of Saturday. And happy old Russian New Year. Do that onion fortune teller for the year, and I will see you eventually very soon, I hope. And then Pepas and I, we are ready to say goodbye to you again. This sweatshirt is available at Russian with Puma Macy's store, and very soon probably I will be renaming the channel. Bye.